This video is centered around Adobe Illustrator and the workshops which I attended, directed by graphic designer Tim Franson. So on the 29th of October, my class and I attended a lecture and workshop directed by Tim. We utilised the application Adobe Illustrator in order to create digital mock-ups for potential floor plans for our event. I found it rather daunting at first, originally how to use and control and format a new application. However, by listening and taking frequent images of the process, I was able to remember the different steps which I did use in my project in the future, and I honestly really enjoyed using the software. I thought it was very useful, very challenging at first, but then it was a lot easier. Additionally, this workshop was very useful as I was reminded of crucial factors such as to leave enough space within areas for wheelchair accessibility and how to utilise every inch of the space to create an appropriate and memorable experience for consumers. The next Adobe Illustrator workshop was again directed by Tim, but this time we focused on side elevation instead of an aerial view. I was a lot more confident with the software even though we were experimenting with more complexities, but I was a lot more familiar with the software from last week. So this is my final outcome. Based on the bottom diagram, I curated this image just featuring very simply 3 lights, 2 windows and a person looking out of a window with a plug socket in the corner. I think it's a very successful, even though simple design, as a really good starting point for Adobe Illustrator, and I may use this for my final mock-ups for my event. But I would also like to experiment with the use of AI through images, and I'd also like to experiment with Bazaart, which is an app that I previously used for my other projects, and I love it. I'm very familiar with it, but I shall see. But I will definitely be using the floor plans because they are so helpful in showcasing consumer navigation, focal points, how I'd lay out the products. Very, very helpful. The next Illustrator workshop I was creating the floor plan based off of my location. They had on the website already utilised a floor plan. However, I didn't want to use this as a template as that would be partially cheating. I wanted to recreate it myself. So again, I created the shape utilising the shape builder tool to feature this complex and intricate shape for the actual space. As my space is over the 16 meters squared required, I decided that the top floor room at the back would be for the workers as a break room and as a storage room for the different Run Beauty products, as if a consumer wants to buy one, they could purchase through iPads with the workers, and then once they left, the workers could then replace from the storage the products back on the Mariko Mori inspired sculptures, so that it's just a lot more professional atmosphere.